Hey fans, how you doing? Thank you for all the lovely comments on the egg white video. I'm glad to see that you're happy that I'm back. I am so happy to be back. The season 4 is going to be packed with all kinds of fun science and tips and tricks and gags and just fun stuff like that. So I'm so excited that you're into it. We had a lot of great comments just in general. There were some really good questions as well. So I wanted to go through, see if I could answer some of those, get some more conversation going around egg whites. So let's just start in, and I'm just going to start scrolling, start right at the bottom. Oh, okay. This is, just says Dan's boring. It's not really a question, even more of a comment. Anyway, let's just go to the next one. So whoever does the camera work on these should find something else to do. It's terrible. Okay, I've been kind of doing my own camera work on these since we've been home, staying safe, staying home. So that's not the best feedback because it's I was doing the camera work. Let's get to another one. There's got to be there's so many good ones in here. I remember reading. There's so many good ones. Here we go. Sorry, no cats in the kitchen. No crispy egg whites for me. Okay, cool. Sure, we're gonna get into some good ones here. Here we go. Dan, I missed you so much. Ugly cries. I missed you too. Cat plus basketball plus stuffed animal equals foam. Got it. Okay, so this stuff's getting across. Wonderful. All right, I think we've got some great stuff. And there were a few questions in here, so I do legitimately want to answer those. The first one comes from Christopher Wilson, and he says, is it probable to whip egg whites by hand? So that pavlova recipe, after you are whipping by hand over the heat, and then you put it to the stand mixer, you're going on high in that stand mixer for 4 minutes. So is it possible that you could do that yourself? Yeah, I think so. Would it be really, really hard? Yeah, it'd be super hard. I think your arm would give out long before you got there because high on one of those machines is really, really fast. So yes, it's totally possible. I would start with whipped cream. Whipped cream is something that like a lot of people do in a stand mixer. We often recommend that, but like you can easily do it in a bowl by yourself and I don't know, workout. That's a good workout to get to doing all of your egg white whipping by hand. I think machines, whether it's a stand mixer or even a hand mixer, is a much better bet for egg white foams. That was a good question. This is just a comment. Keith Shelley says, somehow it makes me feel better that the inside of Dan's oven looks like mine. My oven is not clean inside, and it does a great job of baking and roasting, so I kind of stick with that. There's a self-clean function, but it uses a ton of energy, and it heats up the whole house, so I do it kind of just rarely. So yeah, I have a dirty oven. What's up here? Here's a really good question. So all this egg white stuff we're talking about, this comes from Karthik Murthy, and he is asking, does any of this behavior change if we're using packaged egg whites? So I'm assuming that this is like liquid egg whites that you buy at the store. Those are pasteurized, and we've done a fair amount of testing with them, and we find that while you can absolutely use them in omelets, frittatas, any kind of cooked application like that, they work great. And you can use them in some baking when their function in baking isn't to provide all of the leavening and all of the structure. So, something like a muffin or something like that would work totally fine. When you get into cakes where, you're whipping egg whites and that foam is a big part of the aeration process and leavening process, you'll get a lot denser cakes. And when you move into something like a meringue where it is all egg whites doing all of the structure work and all of the leavening, you'll get some really dense results. So that's kind of the spectrum. If you are working with them and you're trying to do something like a cake and a meringue, we have found that beating for much longer, like sometimes 4 times as long, can get you there. But the pasteurization process for those egg whites actually really limits their ability to foam. So you have to go a lot longer in order to get something that's not even quite as good, but it's closer. So hope that helps. So we actually have a related one from Jax Tran, who says, I've been waiting for this. I have a giant egg white block, about 2 to 4 cups in my freezer. I can't portion it out. It's just sitting there. This was from the dark ages before I discovered ice cube trays, which was actually a long time ago. That probably was the dark ages before we had ice cube trays. But I feel your pain. You've got this massive block and you don't know what to do with it. So I think first, most obvious thing is to just make one giant whiskey sour. Like get a 50-gallon trash barrel, a clean one, and just shake it in that. You know, get some friends and shake, 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 shake. Add your ice, shake, 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 shake. Pour it out, and have cocktails for a whole group. If that doesn't sound fun to you, which I totally get, I think you could pop it in your fridge, let it thaw out, just enough that you can portion it into cubes and then refreeze. And I don't think that refreezing process would have a huge impact on the egg whites, especially if you're using it for cocktails. You're not looking for like massive, perfect foaming, just that nice velvety texture. So I'm gonna maybe try that. Justin Sue asked, "Wait, how have you not aged since 2012?" Which I have a clip of that in the video, and the answer is actually egg whites. It's been only egg whites for me since 2012 until present. So that's why I wanted this video. It's a new health craze. It's an egg white only diet. No, I have no idea. I don't do anything. I eat all the stuff that you see in the videos, and that's about it. All right, and the final comment, I think this is the most important one, is from Alex Davila, and he says, "Miyomo for president 2024," and I couldn't agree any more than that. Thank you all for watching this video, for watching all of my stuff. Again, I'm really excited about this season. I want you to check it all out, share it with friends, all that good stuff. And if you've got ideas for future episodes, please drop them in the comments. As you can tell, I read through them. And if you've got a great idea, I would love to make an episode out of it. All right, take care, be safe, and I will see you all soon.